Hi, my name's Jess from Elevation Travel by Jess. Welcome to cabin 8032 on the Disney Dream. Sorry for the voiceover. I had technical difficulties on board. Let's start out by going to the right. You have two closets with hangers, and in one closet you're going to have a full shelf to use, and looking down you're going to have your safe and some other shelves. I usually put shoes down there or possibly some dirty laundry. Following that up, we'll go to the next closet, and as you can see, you're going to have your ladder and your life jackets. That's what I mean by the unusable storage up there, but you do have hangers, and then below you have more shelving to put some items, as well as a suitcase possibly there. When you first come into the room, you're going to have to put your key card in to activate the lights or a different card. We're going to go to the bathrooms next. The first bath, you're going to have a toilet, and then you're going to have a mirror in here. You're going to have two shelves here and here. Your sink, of course, with the soap, a trash can, and you're going to have a shelf up there as well. And then moving on to the other part of your bathroom, you are just going to walk in and you're going to have a shower tub combo, which is really handy for your little ones. And then you're going to have a mirror in here as well. You're going to have a makeup towel, which I really appreciate, and then just normal washcloths there. And then you're going to have all the amenities you need: body wash, shampoo, conditioner into the shower there. Again, you're going to have a trash can, tissues, and then you'll have this full-length mirror, which I really appreciated, although I wish they would have moved it outside to the room because it does get steamy with that shower. You're going to have lamps on either side of that bed, and then you're going to have these floating nightstands with a little drawer. You do have plugs there as well. I bring an adapter to just utilize the plugs, especially on the older ships. But as you can see, you've got the Mickeys on the lamp and the different ships there. Peering back around, we are headed to a space I like to call the mini bar. It's a catch-all space for us. But it does have two shelves and 3 drawers for you to use. I just used the drawers for my kiddos' clothes. Again, I use that little space up there for a catch-all. We did ask for a diaper genie and a pack and play since we had our 6-month-old with us. That's what it looks like assembled. Going into the living area, you do have a couch that folds down to a bed like this, and then you'll have a bunk that drops down. At least in our cabin it did, to have 4 people sleep there. You've got a vanity area with a TV, shelves, and a mirror, and this little cabinet to the left. It's got extra storage. I love storage. You've got drawers here with your hair dryer. And then, of course, you've got a little chair there to sit in while you get ready. Moving to the right-hand side of the vanity, you're going to have a cooler. This was cool enough for my breast milk and my insulin when I had it. And also, it fits full-size bottles, as you can see. So if you're a mom needing to store breast milk, this will absolutely work just fine for you. Moving to the top of the vanity, you do have all these plugs and switches on the vanity. Again, I use an adapter, and I also bring, not an extension cord, but I do bring something to extend my outlet usage. On the balcony door, you're going to have to flip that handle upside down. It is very hard, and if you're worried about your littles getting out, there is a child lock at the top. I'm only 4'11". I can barely reach that thing, so just make sure you follow all instructions on the lock. As we get ready to go out onto this balcony, just pretend that the shipyard view is this view, because this is the view we had every night while on board. Going back to the balcony, you are going to have 1 chair there, a table, and another chair, so 2 chairs and a table. You can see that you do have a clear balcony there. Not all balconies have that clear, so just make sure you contact me if you'd like a clear balcony. Some have a white wall down there at the bottom. And here's a peek looking back into the room. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.